I'm Kourtney,
And I'm Ria.
and
And
we'll be talking about the internship at Bella
yeah.
Media through the EFTA. So, what do you hope to do in the future?
um, I think one thing that I mentioned to Mr. Harrington yesterday was to get a closer look at how they do the drone footage and um manning the drones and the controls with all of that because he showed us some of the shots that he did at Richmond and I thought that was super cool, like all the different angles that he captured. So I want to learn more about that.
I want to get into the graphic design
Mhm.
because I will admit that in my clubs I am not the best graphic designer. So, I think I want to take that away from this internship because I can help people with the design part of it, but it's more of like starting it and like on my own is a little hard, so I think it'd be great to learn from here.
Yeah.
I also think the drone shots would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
what have you learned so far?
Um, I think every day there's been like a different focus. So the first day was, yeah, so the first day for me was I wrote my scripts, did all of that. Second day was shooting that short 60-minute clip. And so that kind of involves learning about the different equipment on set. So the mics and then sounds, and then also like the purposes of the different lights and the important things to look for on the cameras. And then um, today's been podcasts, kind of surrounding that, and then yeah, what it takes to do a good podcast. Um, so yeah, and then editing as well. That was something today that we did with Josh, I think. And I think kind of looking at that process like a few times now that I've seen it a few times, it's been um, it's been good to see it a few times because now I'm kind of getting used to it more, especially since it's a new program for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've used a similar program, iMovie, but I don't think it's the same, and I do think I've learned a lot through
Yeah.
like watching Josh and then like having to edit our own promo videos. And I think it was pretty cool being able to like pick your own color for the background for your video and kind of just setting it up, writing your own script and like learning the different, again, you said equipment. And then also the first day we watched the videos about the editing program, so that was pretty
Yeah.
cool because I didn't know about any of that before coming into here. So it's pretty nice.
Yeah. I think also the learning about like how to import and export because that's kind of an important thing. Like if you think it's not something that you would first think about, but like it is probably like one of the most important steps of the process. And I'm not really used to like using like Apple devices, so in the beginning I was a little bit like I don't know, but it doesn't seem too difficult, and I think I'm getting used to that as well.
Yeah, we've definitely done a lot of importing. And then I also liked the podcast aspect of it because I've always seen them and like thought they were really cool. So being on one right now is
Yeah.
pretty exciting. And then yeah. And also shout out to Lucas for keeping us busy.
Any ideas for next week?
I think I want to try the drone shot like really bad
Mhm.
because Oak Ridge is pretty close, so
Yeah.
it's not like that far of a drive from here. So maybe we can do like a pan over the whole Oak Ridge campus to like start, and then I'm thinking of like words fading in or like zooming in while it's flying around saying like welcome War Eagles or something like that. Because I
Mhm.
want to do a video that we can show at orientation because I know
Yeah.
a lot of freshmen don't know about clubs and don't know where to get started. So I think showing them the different clubs we have and the different interests that they can pursue and like things they can try would be really nice, and just showing them that hey, it's open to everyone, like don't be scared. I know
Yeah.
it's scary because it's your first year and you don't know anyone, but I think it'd be nice to have a
Yeah.
little video for them. What about
Yeah.
your idea?
Um, I think I'm still kind of thinking about it, but something related to club, school, things like that. I do a little bit of yoga on the side. I teach a little bit of yoga sometimes on the weekends and stuff. So I think maybe something with that, like if I were to ever want to start like teaching for real, like doing my own business, that would be kind of cool to have a short clip to market that. But yeah, no.
Um, I think next week's going to be exciting because we get to take all the skills that we learned this week and kind of build on it. And then also it'll be our like end project, so that's
Yeah.
pretty cool to see the difference between our first video and our last video. So that's nice.
Alright, so I have a suggestion for a topic.
Yeah.
So, what is your favorite animal and why?
My answer used to be elephant because they're wise, but I've recently changed it to pandas because they're so funny. They're just so adorable and cute and clumsy and just whimsical, and I
Yeah.
love it.
That's fun. I don't know. I feel like it's a common question, but I've never really thought about it. Um, maybe like a bee because like it's not that interesting, but like it's just like they're important for like the environment. And I remember like seeing like whenever I don't think they're endangered anymore or yeah, endangered, right? I think
Yeah.
they were endangered a few years ago, but they're not anymore. And I think that while they were, I saw something about like all the foods that we could lose if we didn't have beets, and it was like coffee and then like sugar cane, and then like a bunch of like root vegetables and like fruits and stuff. And I was like, yeah, no, we need the bees.
Wait, I remember something about that actually. But
Yeah.
also, the bee movie is pretty cool.
Oh. Yeah.
And I remember seeing videos about things like that, like the endangerment.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of topics that won't get our scores canceled. um,
Have you done anything fun this summer? Went anywhere?
honestly, I've just been working. Like, it's been normal work because I work at a sushi restaurant, and then after that,
Okay.
just my internship. I mean, I traveled to Austin, so that was
Yeah.
pretty nice, being able to see the city and the campus, and then finding out that the nursing campus is so far away from the actual campus. But I do want to tour Arlington once this internship's over, just so I
Yeah.
can like see my options, because those are my main nursing schools right now. So
Mhm.
just hoping one of them takes me. I have others, but those are
Yeah.
like the
Top
please.
choices, yeah.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Um, yeah, I haven't really done that much. I went to Austin. I have family in Austin, so I went there for like a week in the beginning and then like a week in June. Like my cousin graduated and I went to like a bunch of grad parties there. Um, yeah, and then I went to UT for a little bit. I had like a short day camp there. Um, but yeah, nothing too much. Just been after that I've just been kind of chilling. But
Yeah.
what's the place that you work at? What's it called?
It's called Top Sushi.
Okay.
It's
I've
like
heard of it.
in the little like Metro Park area.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I've been there. I've been to like the theater there and then like that there's like a bubble tea place there. I've been
Yeah.
there before too. Okay. Because I was like I recognize the name, but I don't know if I've been there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty expensive, but it's pretty good. I love it. I've been there for like a year now, and it's really great during school because I work,
Yeah.
I think, like 2 days out of the
Oh,
whole
that's
week.
good. Yeah.
So I have time to study. And it was especially helpful during junior year because it's just kind of some money, but then I can also do my schoolwork
Yeah.
whenever it gets slow, or like I have days that I can still focus on like, after school activities
Yeah.
and things like that. So I think it's pretty good.
2 days is good. Like that's like the one thing that I'm like about getting a job. Like I don't know about like flexibility and stuff, but that sounds like pretty chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really flexible, which is why I like working there. Um, I don't know. I think most jobs are pretty flexible when it comes to school because they understand, but
Yeah.
you never know. uh, what's your favorite food?
Food, honestly, sushi. Like now that we're talking about it, I'm just thinking about it. But yeah, there's so many different like varieties, I guess. I like sushi. I like poke.
Me
That's like
too. Yeah, no,
it's like
sushi
kind
and
of like
poke.
sushi in a bowl form, I
Yeah,
guess you could say. But
I
yeah.
definitely agree on that one. I like
Mhm.
both of those. They're very good.
Yeah.
mm, what are you looking forward to the most in our senior year?
Um, Probably just like being done with college apps. Like after the first semester is over and like applications are in, I'm just looking forward to second semester and just
Yeah.
being done, just being done with everything. Like,
Me
yeah.
too. I don't know. I'm scared though because I feel like the second semester is gonna hit so much harder because we want
Uh,
to leave. So I feel like my
yeah.
motivation's gonna be at an all-time low. Because I know a lot of people told me that senioritis hits especially hard, like right near the end, because you're almost there. So it's like,
Yeah.
ah. And I'm hoping to be done too. Just want to get all of them in and be like, I have my school and call it a day. I'm also excited because I bought a digital camera
Oh,
because
cool. Oh
I
my
want
gosh.
those like cute
Yeah.
photos and like I hope at the end I can make a video using my skills that I learned here at Bella Media. But to make a video of everything that happened in the year, like all the photos I got, all the videos
Yeah.
I got. And I know I'm gonna cry when I make it, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're so good. Like every time I see, like whenever I'm on Instagram, like I feel like every time somebody has a digital camera and they post with it, like you can tell because like the quality is so much better.
It's also so nostalgic because some of
Yeah.
them just bring back the 2000s
Yeah.
photos, and I love those because they're so pretty and they're so cute. Back to when everyone wasn't obsessed with their
Yeah.
phones. Also, totally off topic, but were you a Disney kid or a Nickelodeon kid?
I would say I was a Nickelodeon kid, but only because of like SpongeBob. I watched a lot of SpongeBob. Um, but yeah, I watched like some Disney. I remember watching like Jessie a few times, but definitely like hardcore SpongeBob when I was a kid.
No, I was definitely a Disney kid,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's just I was asking because all the Disney shows are just not it.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because it's like I grew up on such good shows,
Yeah.
and it's
Did you
upsetting.
see like the documentary or whatever? Like I never watched a documentary about like that
hmm
director or producer that was like
Oh wait, I think I know which one you're talking about, but I'm
yeah.
pretty sure that was Nickelodeon.
It was?
Yeah, it was Dan Schneider.
Wait, he was for Nickelodeon? I
It
didn't
was
know
like
that.
iCarly, Victorious.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't watch those shows, but oh yeah, because then there was like the Ariana Grande thing.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, and she was on Nickelodeon. Okay.
that was crazy.
What was your like favorite Disney show?
It's kind of hard to pick. I was a hardcore Disney kid. I was an iPad kid, which is so sad to admit, but I was. And I really liked The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and like
Hmm.
all of those OG ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, there was okay. So talked about the video editing and then the studio and then what was the other thing? Oh, like importing files, things like that. But yesterday when we sat in on the their little studio session with children's advocates, child advocates,
Yeah.
that was also cool to see. I thought like she brought up a good point with like starting with like a different paragraph just to get yourself like in the swing of things before you start with the actual scripts, and I think that could probably help people who are like not very experienced, I guess, with like being in the studio and
Yeah.
like being in front of the camera a lot.
I liked it. I thought it was funny. It is like kind of a way to get her to smile and not be so like tense, kind of loosen up
Hmm.
before she started talking. I also liked working the camera. That was pretty cool. And
Yeah.
then they raised it to get a thing. But other than that, it was pretty cool being behind the camera and like watching the different screens that they have set up to make sure that it looks right and that it fits what the client would like. So that was pretty
Yeah.
nice. And I'm glad that we didn't just sit down and watch because I feel like that would have been a little
Yeah. It
awkward.
was good
But
to like be part of the
yeah,
yeah.
I'm glad that we got to be a part of it and it was good experience.
Yeah. And it was good to like we saw that yesterday. We saw like them start with the whole process. We saw the script and stuff and then
Hmm.
today like we also saw Josh edit it and like helped him with some of the stuff. And so I think like just seeing that whole process like come to fruition kind of like puts into perspective like the
Yeah.
whole like idea of like media production as like a business. Yeah.
How do you think you're gonna apply the skills that you learned here to your life?
Um I think it's generally a good skill to have, especially in like today's world where like everybody's making things for social media, like graphic design for like Instagram posts and then like videos for marketing. I think like each of us is going to end up using these skills one day, like for video, like editing skills and things like that. I think it's really important in like today's time.
Yeah, I think especially because technology is becoming such a big part of everything, like with AI and schools, I
Yeah.
think technology and even the SAT and like most AP tests are moving online because I think it's a really good source because it keeps us connected and it'll make life a lot easier,
Yeah.
especially with the SAT because I remember when we would take it, it would take so long before we got our results, but now it probably takes
Hmm.
maybe like I think like weeks to a month. Like they can spit it out pretty fast.
They
So
they have our results immediately after we take it. They just don't want to give it to us. But
not the
that's
gatekeeping.
yeah, that's another thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I think just like video editing, graphic design, all the things that Bella Media does, it's like good for like pretty much like everyone to like learn a little bit or have that skill, even if it's just like the basic understanding of what it is, because like today everybody's gonna end up using that at some point in their lives.
And also you can promote topics and ideas like the child advocacy,
Hmm.
promoting such an important issue that no one really talks about.
Yeah.
So I think in that case, things like that, it could be really beneficial.